where are the skills challenges and the gaps and the skills that are needed in today's marketplace and where to find them. Really with a follow-on question then of, is it really all about STEM skills, meaning science, technology, engineering, and math? Is it really just those set of skills that we're missing in the workplace, and do we need to make more of them? This is not an issue that is in the distant future. This is an issue that our clients are really struggling with right now. We see it in our CEO survey results. We see it in the global megatrends in terms of some of the challenges that we're seeing. There are skills gaps, and it's not that we don't have enough people to fill those jobs. It's really kind of two sides of a coin where do we have the right skills? And then also inside organizations, there's a lot of complexity that actually creates barriers to being able to find the right skills, even within their own organizations, and then to be able to recruit effectively and find those skills to bring them in. The mega trends, we're in the fourth industrial revolution that's just getting underway, massive convergence of technology, a pace of change that we've not seen before. And but it's not in the future, it's now. And these are issues that our clients are dealing with. And so we really have to push ourselves to bring creative ideas to problems that really haven't been experienced before in these ways and at this scale, in terms of the numbers of people who are likely to be disrupted and displaced by the changing set of skills needs that companies are facing. I have talked with a client recently. They have 15,000 employees, and he told me that they have 40,000 job descriptions. So there is a massive amount of complexity within organizations that are actually making the problem worse because the roles are now so narrowly defined, you can't actually recruit against those very effectively. So cleaning up is an important thing to do, and rationalizing and simplifying their own environments in terms of what are the skills that they need to have, and really answering that question. What skills do they need to have? And then the second question is, do they have them? I think it's really hard for many large organizations to know even who they have in the organization and what skills do they truly have, and emerging skills that could be nurtured through a job change or a role change or something like that. So that's really step one is, understand what you have today, clean up the environment to make it simpler and easier to understand. And then, there's also a data challenge as well in terms of cleaning up to really understand who are the people we have in the organization, what are the skills and what are the capabilities that we have, so that you've got a good set of facts to be able to work from. One important thing is it's a multi-competency challenge to be able to help our clients with this. So we need to work across the firm and come together as one firm to help solve those types of challenges. There certainly is a question of what are the skills that we have today and what are the skills that we need to have in the future. So there's a future capability model that would need to be developed. Increasingly, CEOs are understanding that values and purpose in an organization are increasingly important. So how does that tie in with the kinds of capabilities that you need to have over the next several years? We can help our clients understand and frame both the purpose, the values, as well as the capabilities that are required. And that's certainly people and organization skill set. There's a lot of work to be done around rationalizing and thinking about roles and jobs and how those are going to be evolving in the future. So there's much work to be done in terms of really revisiting those and coming up with the new set of requirements and streamlining them and making them easier to recruit against. And then on the data side, we need the help of our technology colleagues to really work with clients to understand how do we simplify and integrate the data that we have in the organization. Most companies cannot easily answer the question, how many people work here? That's a challenging question. It's a very simple question, but it's a challenging question. And so there's a lot of work to be done in terms of really looking at data, integration, new technologies that actually make all of this work in a new way. So I would say that's a summary. It also depends on the company and the situation that they're in. If they're going through, a turbulent time, if profitability is a challenge, then we need our strategy and skills and fit for growth, to help a client look at how to be successful in the future, how do we leverage the strengths that we have, how do we restructure and reduce cost and better position the company for growth in the future. So it's a wide variety of skills and competencies that come together to solve these problems. I mentioned the situation where the company has thousands more job descriptions than they do roles and employees. So they're going through a process of really rationalizing that and taking a step back and simplifying and making it easier to understand. Other clients are looking at the workforce, and there's a large view, I would say, that governments haven't done the job they need to do in terms of creating new workers coming into the workplace with the right set of skills. And they're actually intervening. So there are companies that are getting involved in education, not just within colleges, but within earlier education to create awareness about their professions and the skills that are required and really try to attract people into those educational paths then to be able to come into the workforce. So there's a couple of examples there. I would say increasingly as well, we're doing work with clients around helping them understand who do they have in the workplace. So we've done work recently with a very large company, 2 million employees globally, one of the largest. And they had data everywhere, paper-based processes. It was very hard to know who they had in the organization from a succession planning perspective, who was ready to move on and take on a new role that would help them develop in the future. So we leveraged technology, we brought in the data, and we created a mobile app that was a very easy way to look at who are the people and the skills that we have in the organization and who's ready to move on to a new role so that we can help them to continue to develop and take on new responsibilities in the future, including even, and this is a retail organization, with the Great Recession and the financial crisis, many people took jobs that they might have graduate degrees or specialized skills, but they were forced to take jobs that maybe didn't leverage those skills as much. And so this new technology, this new approach has really enabled this client in particular to even look down in the stores and see, well, who do we have that could fill a need that we have in another part of the company? So those are some examples of what clients are doing and how we're helping them.